Buddy, I don't mean to.
Whit and I are old friends. We worked together on a lot of boxings a while ago. Nice to see you.
That's great to see you too. Let's see how can I get everybody? Sorry, I'm trying to figure this all out. Darn it. Waiting on Danny here. What am I doing wrong? I can only see myself. Ah, man. I'm going to rejoin, guys, just because I did something wrong, and I'll be right back.
Good morning. This is Scott Fletcher.
Good morning, Chairman.
Yes, good morning. Ms. Rivero. Do you see any other commissioners on board?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I believe Commissioner Carpio is online.
Great.
I'm looking for Mr. Feinstein. There's
Mr. Chairman, I was just saying hi to you. It's Sean Wheelock from BKFC. How are you?
Yes, welcome. Welcome, Sean. Sit tight for a bit. We've got one chunk of business before we get to you. So
I'm
listen
fine.
and learn.
I'm it's obvious I'm in a hotel room. I'm in Tampa for a BKFC, so I am wide open
Good
for this.
you. Okay, great. Thanks for joining
Phoenix.
us.
I'd rather be in Phoenix, but don't tell anyone in Florida.
Thank you. Sit tight. Mr. Rivero, are we ready to kick things off here?
Yes, sir. I believe so, because we do have a quorum. Dr. Feinstein may join. Then there he is. So we're good. Yes, sir.
Perfect timing. Okay, Let's do it then. I hereby call to order this meeting of the Arizona Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts Commission. Today is Thursday, April 23rd, 2026, and the time is 9:02 a.m. Item A, our call to order is the roll call. Please identify yourself and say whether you are here via telephone, Google Meets, or in person.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. This is Commissioner Carpio. I'm via Google Meets.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. This is Eric Feinstein. I'm here via Google Meets.
Perfect. Thank you. And I'm Scott Fletcher. I'm here via telephone. Item B is disclosure of conflict of interest. Gentlemen, do you have any conflicts of interest with this agenda?
Not for me, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
No, Mr. Chairman, no conflicts of interest.
Thank you. Commissioners, I too have no conflict of interest. Item C is our new business. Item C1 is pursuant to ARS sections 5-227, 5-228A through E, and 5-229. The 2026 new license application submitted by Mr. Azat Torosian. I think I got that.
Correct.
On behalf of Toro Promotion, Inc. for a promoter's license. Ms. Rivero, you speak to Mr. Torosian's application, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chairman. Yes, Mr. Asat Torosan is the promoter for Toro Promotions. He is looking to bring a state title fight here, and possibly 2 to 3 other events after that. He has license in various states here in the United States, of course, and also in Canada. And I believe he is on the line, and we do approve his license.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Rivera. Mr. Trosian, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Good morning. Hi, everyone.
Thanks for joining us.
Sure.
You cast a wide net. You're heading to El Salvador with a card, are you not?
Yes, we did. September of 20th last year.
Yeah, very good.
We still hold
would
the
you
license
just speak
there. Yes.
Would you just speak to what you're hoping to do in Arizona?
Well, we're glad that we got Celebrity Theater, and where Top Rank was hosting shows there for a long time, and I have 2 we have like 7 heavyweight in the top 50 with the WBC, and 2 of them are from Arizona, from Phoenix. One of them, which is Dante Stone and Kingsley eBay, which fought Gerald Miller in New York in January. So we're trying to put the main event for a WBC belt as well that Kingsley holds to defend his title on this June 12th date in Arizona, and if things go well with Celebrity Theater, which I think it's a great event center, we're gonna keep doing it. You know, maybe 4 shows a year, maybe more. Who knows? We'll see. You know, that's our
Well,
plan.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
We're excited you're here. I think you could do great things. This is a great fight town, great fight fans, and we're blessed to have the Celebrity Theater. You know, most cities don't have a perfectly round room like that, so it's perfect for what we're trying to do. So I'm glad you're here. Commissioners, any thoughts or questions for Mr. Tarosian?
Nothing for me, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner.
None for me, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. I too am happy you're here, Mr. Tarosian. Chair would be open to a motion if there is one.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
go ahead, Commissioner Carpio.
Okay, let's do this. Mr. Chairman, pursuant to ARS Section 5227, 5228, A through E, and 5229, I move that we approve the 2026 new license application submitted by Mr. Arzat Torosayan on behalf of Toro Promotion Incorporated for a promoter's license.
Thank you, Commissioner. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Congratulations, Mr. Tarosian. We look
Thank you very
forward to
much.
your upcoming fight.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you,
Barry, for
everyone.
joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Barrow, let's press on. C2 is pursuant to ARS Sections 5-227, 5-228A through E, and 5-229, the 2026 new license application submitted by Mr. David Feldman on behalf of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship for a promoter's license. Will you speak to that, Mr. Barrow? I hear we might be delaying at least a vote on such. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. And thank you for clarifying that it's David Feldman, not Daniel. So thank you. Typo. Yes. We believe that this would be beneficial to the state of Arizona. There's a lot of fighters out there that are participating in other states through bare knuckle fighting, and it would be a good justice to help the fighters here in Arizona to be able to compete here in their own state instead of having to go out of state. Any promotions that are probably wanting to come in to do this event, they can adopt these rules, or later they can request whatever rules they are going through to have us take a look at. So with that being said, we recommend approval of adopting these rules.
Okay, but we aren't going to vote today, correct? We're going to talk about rules first, and then at some point in the future, there's going to be a meeting where we are able to. It's a paperwork issue, is it not? Or are we in a position to vote?
That is correct, sir. We're talking about the rules.
Okay, so we will table the license application and hope to get to that soon. Do you think it's a ways off when we'll be able to vote on it?
No, sir. I think we should be getting that very soon.
Okay. Well, part of, at least in the state of Arizona, part of adding a new combat sport is confirming that, and this is in our statutes, that it meets 2 requirements, that it is being overseen by nationally accepted rules and that the alteration will not compromise the safety of the combatants. So we have to certify that at the same time. And that's why we're going to talk about rules today too. So know that a vote's upcoming, and there will probably also be at the same time a vote to add a section of rules. We'll have to do both to get this done. But let's go to 2A, approval of bare knuckle fighting championship rules. Pursuant to AAC R19-2-D601, the commission may approve the alteration of requirements of Part D if it is determined that the alteration is dictated by nationally accepted rules and that the alteration will not compromise the safety of the combatants. The commission will hear testimony from Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship regarding the proposed rule alterations that address whether each alteration is nationally accepted and the effect of the change on the safety of the combatants. Following the presentation and any commission discussion, the commission may vote to approve, deny, or table any decision for a future meeting at its discretion. The commission may also vote to go into executive session for discussion or consultation with obtaining legal advice from its attorney on any matter listed on the agenda. There's a number of line items beneath that, sections of statute we'll need to talk about. But Ms. Rivero, is it your hope for us to vote on rules today, or we do it at the same time we see a bare knuckle promoter's license application?
Chairman, I was hoping to get an approval or not today.
Okay, on rules. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's do that. Commissioners, thoughts, questions about this arrangement and the statute?
Nothing for me, Mr. Chairman. We did have a meeting prior to all this at the office, and I think all my questions were answered about insurance and so forth, but nothing for me.
Okay, thank you, Commissioner Carpio. Commissioner Feinstein, anything there?
Yeah, just as I understand it, this is a vote on the rules of bare knuckle fighting in the state of Arizona. If this particular proposal did not pass, then there would be no point in approving a promoter's license, correct?
Correct.
There, without rules, there would be no promoter's licenses to consider. Yes.
Okay.
Now, the rules were, and we'll talk about that later, and I'd like to get the folks from BKFC involved in this, but the rules that we're talking about were adopted by the Association of Boxing Commissions, which I think meets the first half of this, nationally accepted rules. The second is an interesting piece of verbiage from our statute that it will not compromise the safety of the combatants. So I'll have to talk about that too. But Sean, Mr. Feldman, who would like the floor?
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Sean Wheelock, it's nice to see you all again. So again, thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioner Carpio, Commissioner Dr. Feinstein, and Ms. Rivero and staff. Thank you all for having me back again. It was a pleasure to see you all when I was back in Phoenix, where I went to Arizona State. Sorry, Mr. Chairman, I know you're a U of A guy. So it's so nice to be here. I couldn't be in person. I'm actually on site at a BKFC. We're in Tampa, Florida. Thus, I'm appearing from my hotel room. Mr. Feldman is on his way back from our event in Australia. He's our founder, chairman, and CEO and majority owner. Dr. Moodsey, who testified via Zoom when I was with you in February at your February meeting, he's actually downstairs in the lobby doing physicals, but he said he's available. He's just a phone call away. So right now I'm the sole representative, but I can get Dr. Moodsey and he can break away from fighter physicals that he's doing right now at any time. So very briefly, so we do fully use the unified rules of bare knuckle fighting. That's the ABC. I was a founding member of that committee. Those rules were passed with a unanimous vote at the 2023 Association of Boxing Commission and Combative Sports Annual Convention in Las Vegas in August of that year. And that is what we use exactly. I was on that committee. I'm a co-author of those rules. I am no longer on that committee because since that time, I've received an equity ownership stake in BKFC, which I felt was appropriate to disqualify me from that committee. That committee is now chaired by Mr. Nick Meeker, who is the head of the Wyoming Commission. It's an ongoing committee. So they're always looking to use and tweak. It's exactly in the same line with the other three unified rules and unified rules committees of the ABC, which are professional boxing, professional mixed martial arts, and professional Muay Thai. There is nothing in those rules that we do not follow. We adhere to them exactly. We want to be compliant with the state. As I do this, I know that there are sometimes vagaries with states, and every state commission and tribal commission that I've encountered has a unique rule. For instance, as everyone I think knows from my previous conversations, I was a commission member for the Kansas Athletic Commission for 8 years. We uncovered an odd rule in Kansas in all of our combative sports that if a corner threw in the towel, the fight ends in disqualification. I've never seen that before or since. So I understand that there are vagaries. We want to be compliant with Arizona. I'm happy if there are any tweaks that we need to do, but we do put forth on the unified rules through the ABC. We just did Hawaii 2 weeks ago. Tough gig, I know, in Honolulu. And that was our 29th state, I believe. We go to Nashville next month on June 19th. That will be our 30th state for BKFC. We just did Australia. That was our 13th nation. We always, no matter where we are in the U.S., tribal, state commission, where we are in Canada, tribal, provincial, where we are worldwide, we use the unified rules of bare knuckle through the ABC.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Wheelock. Appreciate that. Thanks for joining us. Commissioners, thoughts, questions for Mr. Wheelock?
No questions, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner. Mr. Feinstein?
No questions from me.
Okay. No, I mean, your visit was great, Mr. Wheelock. I think it answered a lot of questions. And
Thank you, sir.
you talk about the vagaries of statutes. There was a time when you're in trouble here in the state if you tested positive for both drugs and alcohol. And so we cleaned that up quickly. But yeah, some of the stuff was written in the 1930s, and
Yes.
statute you have to live by, though.
And Mr.
Exactly.
Chairman,
Yes.
I think Mr. Estrada has his hand up.
Oh, yes. Mr. Estrada, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. I just want to make sure that you guys know that I'm here present. Should you guys have any questions about this, since I've been involved as well. Obviously, Ms. Rivero's running the meeting, but I'm here available. I just want to make sure that commissioners and chair know that this specific rule set is particularly only for bare knuckle. Should any entity, any other promotion would want to come in and use this same rule set, they would have to come back to us and kind of mirror these adaptations of rules, so that we know that we're in compliance, and we know that we'll be working with them together to ensure that the rule sets remain the same throughout. Just want to make sure that you guys understood that portion of it.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Estrada. Do you have any recommendations on how to pursue with bare knuckle and the rule set?
I personally, I would recommend that a decision is rendered for the adaptation of rules, so that we can move to phase 2 of this. Everything else, I guess we can listen to the presentation, and in case there's any other further questions, in my personal opinion, I would recommend approval of these rules.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Estrada.
Mr. Chairman, that
Yes.
brings up a question for me, actually, because we are adopting, maybe adopting these rules. Do we know if Mr. Feldman, in other jurisdictions, that they have other promoters not as big as bare knuckle that are trying to do these types of fights at a smaller scale, or is it just bare knuckles in other jurisdictions?
I can answer
Mr.
that. They
Carpio.
have a.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
sorry, sir.
please. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
No,
And
yeah.
did you want to go, or do you want me to go, sir? There's a slight delay on the line.
No,
I apologize.
you know more than me, but I know about BKB and the Trigon and all of that. So yeah, they have
Right.
a competitor who might try and show up if this comes to pass.
Okay.
But go right ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and Commissioner Carpenter, and also, Mr. Sprout, I on my screen, I didn't know you were there, so thank you very much. I didn't acknowledge you at the beginning. And thank you, and it's been great to work with you and your entire staff. My screen is limited. I can't see everyone who's on my screen, but I did want to acknowledge you. So there's really only one other competitor in the United States. They were originally called BYB. They merged with an English promotion. I'm not sure who bought whom, but I know that they merged with an English promotion called BKB. And I believe they operate now under the BKB brand. I'm not going to say anything dismissive or derisive of them. I believe that BKFC is the industry leader, but they do definitely do shows. We did 33 shows last year. I'm guessing their number was around 12, but I might be mistaken on that. But they're, to my knowledge, the only other quote unquote national competitor in the professional bare knuckle fighting space. I can tell everyone that in my home state of Kansas, where I'm no longer a commissioner, but I'm still actively involved with the commission, I still volunteer my time. We are seeing numerous of our local promoters in Kansas, most of whom are in our small towns and farming communities, putting a few bare knuckle fights. So just in the last two shows that we've done in Kansas, there was one in Lawrence, Kansas, a local MMA promotion. They put on some bare knuckle fights as part of the card. And then the week prior to that, a bigger promotion in Kansas City did the same thing. So I would just advise everyone that bare knuckle is growing. What I'm seeing in states like Florida, I know New Hampshire is doing this. Colorado is very active in this. We were just in Denver. A lot of existing promoters are starting to add bare knuckle fights. Now, every commission is different. Some commissions allow hybrid shows, some don't, but we're seeing them a lot as hybrid. To my knowledge, in the United States, since we were the first, June 2nd, 2018, through the Wyoming Commission, since that date, there have only been 3 promotions, ourselves, BKB/BYB, and a third promotion who Ken Shamrock owned, the UFC fighter, which is out of business. They ran 2 shows, who have done standalone. Everything else has been bare knuckle fight or fights attached to an existing boxing MMA card or hybrid type card. But I believe many more are coming. I think this is akin to where we were with MMA in about the year 1999 or 2000.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. Wheelock. Yes,
Yes, sir.
the expansion of this particular combat sport is remarkable, and I would expect probably others to try. But so to answer your question, Commissioner, there's probably others that will show up at some point down the road. But one by one, we will meet with them to decide whether they're going to put on events in Arizona too. I guess all we're talking about now is adopting a rule set. Commissioners, other questions? Commissioner Feinstein, questions, thoughts?
None from me, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Carpio, any other thoughts?
No other thoughts. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. The chair would be up to a motion to pass this rule set if there is such a thing. Okay, it looks like there is not.
All right.
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I think I had a little connection problem, and I didn't hear what was going on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had just said that the chair would be open to a motion in this regard. We're talking about adopting this particular rule set.
Mr. Chairman, I move that I'll try to do this. Mr. Chairman, pursuant to ARS Section 5227, 5228, A through E, and 5229, I move that we adopt the 2026 new license application. Well, that's not the license, the bare knuckle fighting championship rules pursuant to AACR 19-2D601. And I believe do we have to go, and I think um, that's it, correct?
I think you got it, Commissioner. Thanks for
Mhm.
taking a stab at it. I think you did a fine job at it. We have a motion. Is there a second? I'm going to go ahead and second it. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
I would just, for the record, I am abstaining
Yes.
from this vote based on my professional responsibility as a physician. I do believe my vote can be interpreted as a medical endorsement of the long-term safety of bare knuckle fighting pursuant to the second part of what is in front of us. And at this time, while the available data is prospectively collected very responsibly by this promotion, and I do believe that I believe that data is appropriate for event oversight, I don't believe it is sufficient to fully characterize the long-term neurologic and other outcomes and risks from these rule adaptations. And I do remain open to reconsideration as more longitudinal evidence becomes available, as we have, 25 plus years of data for mixed martial arts and longer than that in traditional boxing. I would also like to note the discrepancies between the knockout rates presented by bare knuckle fighting and the concussions identified by the King-Giebel test, which has known limitations. And there are clearly more concussions than recorded knockouts, concerning that that this may constitute long-term concussive injuries that are not reflected in the data. And so I would just again reiterate that I would abstain from this vote.
Thank you, Commissioner. Thanks for your time and thoughtful consideration. Motion carries 2-0. Let's press on. Item D is call to the public. Mr. Vero, is there anyone who'd like to talk to us?
Does not look like it, sir.
Okay, fair enough. About E, call to the commission. Commission members or the executive director may introduce summary of current events, ask questions, and or make comments. Mr. Rivero, anything you'd like to talk about?
Yes, sir, I would. I'd like to talk about our past two events that we had on for Rough MMA on Friday, April 17th. It was a private event at the Silverleaf Golf Club. And thank you, commissioners, for attending. Our promoters really enjoy that we see all the support that you give us all the time for attending these events or all the events. It went very well. We only had 4 fights, but they were good and there was no injuries, no transports. Everything went well. And then we had one the next day on Saturday, which was North Star's first event. They had a little glitches in the beginning at start times and different things like that, just small stuff that the beginning promoters go through. But it was a successful evening. They had both MMA and boxing. Didn't know how that was going to go. That was our first time as well. But there was only 3 MMA fights and 7 boxing fights. And no injuries, no transports. Everything went very well. They had a very good crowd. Everyone enjoyed themselves. And those were our past 2 events. And just a reminder on our upcoming events here in May, we have Rough May 2nd at Celebrity Theater. We have May 23rd in Tucson at Desert Diamond, and that's off of the Nogales Highway. I don't believe that's in Sahuarita. It's the smaller one, closer to town. And then also we have May 29th, which would be Yuma Fight League, and they're having that event at the Marine Military Base. So, and those are our upcoming events. And thank you.
That's great. Thank you, Mr. Rivera. Commissioners, other thoughts you may have? Commissioner Carpio?
No other thoughts. I believe there's another event coming up, Rough MMA, May 2nd, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. No other thoughts.
Great. Commissioner Feinstein, any other thoughts?
No, appreciated. Again, Commissioner Alex does a great job. The Silver Leaf event was unique, and I thought it went very well. And I would just ask, it's really helpful if you send these events out as they start coming up as calendar events to the commissioners, because then I know they're there and I can attend whenever possible. So I really appreciate all the hard work.
Thanks, Commissioner. Yeah, I think it's helpful for us, speaking as commissioners. It's, the sooner we know about it, the better chance we have of getting there, but we do want to be there. So please, if it can be done. That concludes our call to the commission. F is the announcement that the next regularly scheduled commission meeting will be held virtually via Google Meets at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, May 20th, 2026, and is subject to change based on a quorum, leading us to the possibility of adjournment. G, is there a motion for adjournment?
Mr. Chairman, I move that we adjourn the meeting.
Thank you, Commissioner. We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. We are officially adjourned. Thank you all for your time. Take care now. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. All the best. Thank you.